Sunday morning, good morning everyone. Hope your day is off to a good start. Totally overcast here in the Calabasas area. It saddens me to see fare rentals, right? Fare car rentals, Uber's arm for rideshare rentals shut down. From what I hear, April 2020, they're closing down. They just cannot make the numbers. And the reason why they cannot make the numbers is because rideshare insurance, and I'm sure you feel that with your private car as well, rideshare insurance is going through the roof. Good morning, Todd. How are you? And the one thing I really like about fare is that, the management said we don't want to dump those additional costs of the insurance increases on the drivers. They are already in enough debt, right? And to dump those additional insurance costs, hi John, on top of the drivers would just, break their backs. It would break the it's the final straw, so to say, right? So they exiting. They let 40% of their staff go, from what I read. They did acquire that leasing, but was Uber's in-house leasing program. They acquired that for $2 billion debt. And the company that invested or took over that leasing program and then called it Fare was SoftBank. And SoftBank is definitely not having a good run as far as investments, tech investments go. But we got to ask ourselves, what other options are out there? Because a lot of people can't afford cars, right? A lot of people want to try out rideshare and say, hey, I'll go out there and I'll rent for a while. I'll see what I'm doing. I'll see, what I can generate money-wise. It's not my car. I can dump those costs on the company owner, on the rental company, and let me give it a try. But the truth is, there are not too many other options out there. A well-known brand which will survive this storm, the insurance increase storm, would be Hertz. Probably would be my number one choice after Fare. But if I had to talk about two other companies, and you can throw out other names that you rent from, but GetAround has got to be the worst car rental company for rideshare drivers under the sun. GetAround, right? I would not get around to lease a car from GetAround. Just look at the ratings. What you want to do with these car rental companies, you want to go on Google, right? You want to read the ratings. You want to specifically read the complaints that drivers have against the company, right? And I've received a lot of photos, and I just want to zone in on GetAround for a second, because I don't think this one, as well as Hire Car, are options for fair car rental drivers that now are losing their fare privileges and are looking for alternatives. I just ask you kindly, look up the reviews. GetAround's got 3 out of 5 reviews. I was reading all those driver reviews. It's atrocious, right? The car I was reading, they're putting these glamorous pictures out there of new cars on their website, but the actual cars that you are getting are so substandard, right? I wanted to make another video on some pictures that I was receiving from drivers from GetAround, worn off tires, dents in the back, parts of the car taped together, car parts hanging from beneath. I mean, these are dangerous vehicles to operate, right? Eric says, now who's going to pick up $2, $3 fares? I hope no one. I hope nobody, right? You should be saying no to $2 to $3 fares. I mean, if you saying yes to those twosies and threesies, not a good thing, folks. We got to put the squeeze on them and set a minimum here. If people are caving and accepting $2 rides, man, what do you stand for at the end of the day? But I don't want to divert off into that direction. I want to continue on car rentals. GetAround, look them up. Definitely not a choice. Hire Car, I don't hear good reviews from them either these days. I still haven't been paid by Hire Car. I was marketing them for a while. But it saddens me to see fair car rentals go. It really does. Because I thought that was one of the only, options which still made sense. I mean, even their fees were not as much as some of these other car rental companies. And if you're looking into hourly car rentals, it's just not worth it. Don't do hourly car rentals. If you're renting a car for 3 or 4 hours, if you can drive a day and do a day rental. Maven, I got to look into them. I'd want to read the reviews. I want to read how many stars they have. But Get Around, absolute no. Hire Car, absolute no. Hopefully someone steps into fair car rentals shoes and offers a good service. It did sound like a good service, right, for those people who didn't have cars. Hertz would be the go-to choice right now. Alan says it's not worth killing your car if you're driving 16 hours a day long term. Absolutely correct. In that case, if you're doing 12 to 16 hours, you're taking a break and then you're getting back on the clock, you may want to look into a car rental for a month. And because I lease out a lot of cars, I can give you a lot of info there, folks, is that hourly car rentals stay far away from, right? And car rental companies, you can go onto Craigslist. There are many private car rental companies like myself, right? But the one thing you want to look at is obviously what do they charge weekly? What type of down payment? Are they trying to screw you over on the hourlies, right? That's the one thing. And how is the insurance handled? And you do not, I repeat, you do not want to be locked in to a long contract, into a car rental contract, right? You do not want to be locked in. And if you're going down and you're talking to these car rental peoples, let's say you're down at Hertz, you inspect the car. This car doesn't meet my standards. There are too many cigarette holes in the seats. That's going to reflect bad on your ratings when passengers get in your car. You have to put your foot down. If you're paying upwards $150 to $250 per week, right, you got to be able to call the shots on your car rental, right? If they're trying to push a lemon onto you, or they're trying to push a car with scratches and that is what you're renting. That is what you're telling the client, the passenger, hey, this is my car. They don't know that you're renting, but this is my car. I will drive you around in a beaten up car. It's got dents, it's got scratches. Absolutely not, right? If a car rental company is trying to push a piece onto you, you say no. Find me something that'll work, or otherwise I'm going elsewhere. But I will not rent this type of car from you. Absolutely not, right? Your car is your image. So if you're going in and you're renting a car, inspect it from the outside, check if there's any cosmetic, if there's any damage there, if the interior smells like smoke, if the seats are all scratched up. Absolutely sorry, I can't rent this car. It doesn't meet my standards, right? Especially if they're trying to rush you like $250 a week and you have to put down a $250 deposit, right? You don't want to see your ratings decline because some company, like let's say the cars that I saw at Get Around, I cannot for my life. Firstly, they're unsafe, right? Retro says the best option is to drive your own car. To drive your own car if it's a used car. Don't drive a brand new car. Especially don't go out and do a 60-month, payment plan on a vehicle brand new and get into ride. We rented from Hertz and they called the damage wear. Right, okay. Well, they can call it what they want to. The bottom line is, even if Hertz tries to dump a car on you that has a lot of wear and tear, you can say no. Show me what other options you have. Another thing you want to look at in a car rental is gasoline usage, right? Why rent from one of these smaller companies like Hire Car, Get Around? Firstly, when they have atrocious service, super high rates, and their cars are not in great condition, right? But Alan says again, Todd, I disagree. If you're driving 16 hours a day, your car is trashed. Did somebody actually say use my code? Check that out. I'll flush him out afterwards. I think someone actually in my stream says use my code. Good luck, buddy. Just trying to see. Who's out there working? Who's done? I've done some early morning runs. I got up super early. I did 2 Uber trips and 1 private so far, and I'm going to go and pick up another private client and then do a few more tonight. But I'm going to enjoy the Sunday with my family. Had a great day yesterday, watched 1917, very sad, intense, depressing movie. But, you know, this video is about car rentals. April, I'm sure a lot of you got the message from Fair. They're shutting down. They're just not making money, especially with these insurance increases, right? I myself, being in the rental game, have a lot of SUV and Prius rentals. I can tell you the insurance rates are not funny. They've gone up and up, right? I think insurance companies are finding out more and more that their drivers are not really being honest about the fact that they do private trips on the insurance as well as rideshare. So across the board, to compensate for those problems, they are hiking the insurance rate. Those hikes get dumped on the car rental companies. And then the question is, are you willing to pay like upwards $250 per week for a Prius? Or are you going to go out there and get a completely beaten up, trashed car sometimes, you know, from GetAround, 3 stars, not a great service. I would stay far, far away from them, right? And if you are a player like Hertz, be picky, right? They say, oh, this is your car. Oh, you know what? Sorry, that doesn't meet my requirements because ... What other options do you have? No, we don't have any options. Well, let me know. When will you have it in? Can I come in tomorrow? Can I come in on Friday to see some of your new cars? No, we're going to have some new cars in 2 weeks. Okay, well, put me down on the list. In the meantime, I'm going to look at some other car rental companies. Bottom line is the car rental company doesn't want to lose a client. If they are service orientated, they'll do anything and everything to keep you, to try and get you into a new car. But don't just sign away on the paperwork, right? Especially if there's a lot of wear and tear on that vehicle. Say no. Will someone step into Fair's shoes? I'm not sure, right? I'm not sure. What I do realize is if car rental companies, which they do, they buy new vehicles, 2-3 years later, those cars have run their course, they trashed. Usually car rental at, you know, $800 to $1,000 fee that they're paying per month, right? Okay, they're not facing the huge maintenance fees 2-3 years down the line. But man, that is a big difference between, let's say, leasing a car for $200 to $300 or buying a used car for $200-300 financing per month versus $800 upwards to $1,000 for a car rental. That's a lot of money, my friends. Right? So, yeah, give us some feedback. Maven, Hertz, what do you think of hire car? What is your experience been with GetAround? What is your experience been with Fair? You know, now that they're shutting down, have they been treated? You know, I've seen people do bait and switch on hourly rental. Say, oh, you'll get this for $4.50 an hour. And then suddenly they've been invoiced like $7.99. Well, where did those additional sort of hidden in the language? We can charge for this, we charge a fee for this. So you really, especially when it comes to car rental contracts, you do not want to be tied in for a long time. You want to be flexible. You want to be able to leave at any time. especially when you go through Craigslist and you're dealing with private operators that own cars and that are leasing them out to rideshare drivers. Do not tie yourself in long term. Don't sign any 6 or 12-month leases and then you battle to get out, and then they take you to court for the difference that you owe on that contract. Don't do it, right? Number two, if you are looking at car rental, if they're not willing to do that, you know that they have a lot of hidden costs. Or do not settle on that very first car that they show you. Sorry, this car doesn't meet my standards. Way too many holes in the seats, way too many scratches. It's going to ding your ratings, whether it's interior or exterior. It's going to hurt your ratings, right? And it's going to hurt your tips. So, hey, even if you get a great price on a really, really bad looking car, right? You are going to lose out on the rating side. You are going to lose out on the tip side. The car has to be cosmetically clean, attractive on the inside and outside. It has to smell good, and you have to feel good. And on top of that, number 5, please compare gas usage. Somebody's trying to give you a car that has 18 miles an hour, 18 miles per gallon, and this other car over here, you know, you may not like the color, but it's giving you day and night, my friends, earnings wise, right? I got 41 people in the house. If I could have more than 6 likes, if I of those companies, my service, SoftBank, back from drivers on car rentals here on this video is really what I'm looking for. Feedback, experience with I want drivers to see, right? What works for you in what city? What has a driver and hassles, fights, future fights, maybe future court, go out and buy brand new cars, right? Which at the right price that are cosmetically attractive on the outside, and brand fleets of new vehicles, right? I think my connection is happy is get around, and I've just seen atrocious pictures of the conditions of their cars. I've been told horror stories as far is not no bueno. Good morning. It's raining over here. I can't believe it. It's raining. It's actually freaking raining. I thought it doesn't rain in California. I found a great dealer with hire car. I worked with them until I rented from Fair. Then I bought a car. Cool. Oh, nice. Yes, I just saw him at LAX. Awesome. It was awesome to see you there, bro. Thank you so much. Is that a wonderful driver come up to me and say, hey, buddy, how are you? At LAX, which is cool. I love that. I love friendly drivers. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate you, Nightjacker. So, anybody know this area? Super quiet right now, right? because of course it's a Sunday morning, it's raining, who's going to be at a shopping center? But you know, you come here like last night, it's buzzing. This is Calabasas, it's the Commons, their main shopping center. Sugarfish, pickup sticks, obviously all shut down now, Sunday morning. The sea, it's wet, raining. Sun Life Organics, that's where I get my juices. Tuscanova, great Italian restaurant. Nice high-end restaurant, good clients. Marmalade Cafe. We're bad boys for life. Oh, check out what I found here. Hey, bro. Check out these guys. Chilling here. Do you guys have a dry bar in your city? Cinemas at Commons. That's where I was last night. I took my son and we watched 1917. Anybody tried Fresh Bros? They're good. La Citane is French company. Sephora, every woman's dream. So we spoke about car rentals this morning, and I'm just coming for a quick coffee at my place where I get my magazines for my cars and my coffee here at Starbucks. How are you guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm gonna go for some breakfast and then have a quick coffee and then get my next client, take them to LAX. So I've had a very productive Sunday morning. Sephora does not have enough powder for that noise. Is it too much noise? That's Sephora over there. No free ads. I'm just showing you where I usually start my day and where I come and have breakfast or dinners or coffees here in Calabasas where I live, sharing a little bit of my location with you. And then we were talking car rental companies. Good morning, Abstract Echo. Oh, nose. Oh, my nose? Yeah, absolutely. Or you're talking your nose. Probably your nose. Real viewer, you wish you had my nose, buddy. You know what they say about big noses? Sorry, yours is small. Oh, really? Was that the fifth one? Wow. Damn, boy, you're busy. Busy. So we have a little troll in the house. Unfortunately, I can't act right now, but I will show that individual how we flush them, right? Later, deep into the sewage pipes. If you haven't experienced it, it's quite an experience. can't do it right now. I'm just getting ready, going to have some breakfast. And please leave your feedback. I'm really interested to find out what you think of a specific car rental company if you are renting. And if you are renting with Fair, did you get the email? It's basically over in April 2020. Sad to hear that. But hey, give me some feedback on Hertz, on Maven, on GetAround, on HireCar, everything that's out there, you know, price-wise, service-wise, etc., so that the viewers can get a good idea what options they can start choosing after Fair completely disconnects them, right? Because that's coming up. Maybe if we're lucky, we have a couple of more months. Avis is pretty good, but expensive. It is indeed, yeah. Avis and Hertz. Cool. That would be great. I would appreciate that, and I know that other drivers would really appreciate your feedback. You guys have yourself a marvelous next time. Coffee on me, buddy. Night jackers, absolutely. If I catch you down there, lunch or coffee is on me. I always do that when I meet drivers. I've used them all on Turo now. Okay, yeah, exactly. Give me some good feedback on Turo. I've actually heard good news on Turo. Look how dead this is. There's nothing going on here. It's raining. We kicked Real Viewer out. It's just trash talking. Just a little troll. Has nothing to do on a Sunday morning. It's all lonely. I'm out here making money, and Real Viewer is trolling because he doesn't have a life. So we shut him down. Yeah, I did disconnect him, but I'm gonna do another little flasher for Real Viewer. You know, these people don't have a life, man. Can you imagine? Oh, I'll get the coffee and beers if you want to mix them. And by the way, please, guys, February. Drive safe on that trip, Abstract Echo. And by the way, February the 23rd, please, if you have not RSVP'd for the Long Beach party, right? Come and join us. Come and join us on February the 23rd. Fair started out amazing with the bonus that you used to cover my rental, but the bonuses got bad by the end. And they only did that because they kept on receiving higher and higher insurance premiums. I know myself. I'm in the rental game, and the car insurance, the rideshare insurance has gone through the roof. I tried to do with an individual, but it did not end well. Go through an insured company. Exactly. If you are renting from an individual, folks, you've got to study those contracts. Please do not get yourself into a long-term contract and then you have to fight and go to court to get out of that contract. No. You want to make 100% sure you've read all the wording, all the fine print, is that you can exit that contract at any times. You want to make sure that the rates that they give you, that they don't fluctuate, that there are no hidden costs. Get that in writing, right? You want to make sure that they give you the right car. Don't let them pawn off the very first car on you. If it's not cosmetically sound, if the interior is not great, if it smells like crap inside, sorry, I have higher standards than that. This is going to affect my ratings. This is going to affect my tips. I cannot rent this vehicle, sorry. So you got to take a stand when it comes to car rentals. You don't have to. Don't feel that you have to be desperate. I'd rather wait another week or two and get into the right car, right? You know. But don't just sign off on any car rental contract, especially if you were driving on Fair now and you have to start shopping around, right? Let's say you have till April 2020. Beautiful car coming over here. Let's say, oh no. of my clients' friends. Night Jackers, yeah, I actually have further ones coming up in second week of March. My February rentals are already out. I'm only buying Priuses now because the SUV black Lux category seems too dicey. You know, they just, I don't know, they've shut Select down. I think what's going to come next is the SUV category. They're going to shut it down. Hey, Alfredo, have an amazing Sunday, brother. Have a good one, right? Please, if you're in a, yeah, I'm at the Commons, 100% correct. 100% correct. I'd want to give my clients a shout out. Where are they? They have a big store here. I'm just going to walk a little bit more. So if you're off the fare rental program, or you're going to be kicked off soon, come April 2020, start shopping around, guys. Introduce yourself to car rental companies. Go down to Hertz and say, I'm looking for a very specific vehicle. High MPG, high mileage, and cosmetically sound. I will be transitioning in April, you know, March, April. Can you have a car ready for me? Don't wait for the last minute, please, right? If you know the show is over, if you know the wedding, the honeymoon or the marriage is over in April with fare, use the next 2 months to go shopping around, right? Shop around. Get yourself ready for another good car. Am I getting hungry? I'm just taking a nice stroll through Calabasas. Lyft Flex Drive if you end up in Dallas. Thank you for that tip. These are my clients. Great people. Jody and Brent Polacek. Oh, damn, it sucks. You just got your car cleaned and now it's all dirty. Are you driving in the LA area? Yeah. My car was all buffed and valeted, and then suddenly, bam, comes the rain. Start all over again, right? Especially that first rain really messes up the, I don't know, seems to be like so much acid in the rain. It really makes the car all spotty when it dries. Avis, can you leave some good feedback on Avis? Just leave feedback like, hey, I'm currently driving in this city. This is my experience with this and this rental company, or I stopped driving for this rental company and I started driving with this rental company, with this new rental company. I see a major improvement. We want to be able to compare car rental companies here, because a lot of people are going to be without a car within the next 2 months when the fare program ends. And we want to direct our brothers and sisters into good cars, into good services, realistic prices, clean cars. Folks, please always Google the branch. If you're supposed to pick up a Hertz vehicle in Anaheim, Google it. See what people have to say. And don't be shy when you're walking into a car rental company. Hey, I read your Google reviews. They're not that great. Uber or Lyft said I need to pick up my vehicle here. But what guarantee do I have from you that this is not going to happen, right? Because in the reviews on Google, it certainly says that you do this, this, and that, right? So call them out on their shit, right? Especially now that you have 60 days to get ready you're off the fare program soon, right? Very soon. And you're going to be looking for a new car, so shop around. But please, while you shop around, get on Google, read those reviews. Take the time to read through all those different reviews from drivers so that you start migrating into a competent company where you feel good about the rates and you feel very good about the car. We'll go say hi to the little animals, and then we're out of here, folks. Happy Sunday, Tim the Maniac Miller. I want to say happy Sunday to these critters here as well. Check it out. No sun tanning for those guys today. They're just probably waiting for the sunshine when it's been raining. Those guys usually love to suntan. Smell the roses. Pretty good job here. This, my friends, is Calabasas. It's called the Commons. LA drivers will know it. This area treats me well for the SUV and luxury division. But hey, we're looking for feedback from drivers that have experience with car rentals, that have switched car rentals. If you've recently switched car rentals, the bottom line is, come April 2020, fare is gone and you got ready. So the reason why I made the video is as a friendly reminder, you have 60 days to go shopping. Get ready. Compare vehicles, right? Compare vehicles. I'm back in my car. It's way too freaking cold out there, right? So just to recap, here we go. Super quick recap before I'm out of here. Fare rentals is out of the game. You may have up till April 2020. That's what they say, right? The company eliminated 40% of their staff. The company, as well as all the other car rental companies, are facing huge hike increases on insurance fees. Hey, Ivan, how are you? Happy Sunday. George Schneider, happy Sunday. Deposit. Please send me some feedback on GetAround. I have been hearing horror stories on GetAround. Horror stories, right? And guys, before you rush and sign any deal with GetAround, look at the fine print, look at the photos, make sure it is the car that you're getting. You do not want to sign a lease or a rental with a company, right, that what was I going to say? I had a little bit of a brain fart there, a little bit of a blank, right? You do not want to sign a lease or a rental with a company that is going to tie you in long term, right? Virginia, Herbert, in the house, how are you, right? So cosmetically clean on the inside, cosmetically clean on the outside. If they're trying to pawn off a crap car on you, guess what? It's going to affect your ratings and your tips. Remember what the passenger sees, right? The first impression counts. They see a car with dents. They see a car with cigarette burn holes on the seat. They smell it, and you're getting this through a car rental. It's an absolute no-no. Sorry, my standards are higher. I cannot accept this car. Do you have any others? GetAround literally didn't have a car. They rented me. They said it was getting an oil change. Yeah, I mean, they are full of excuses. Just do yourself a favor. There's over 1,000 reviews on GetAround. They have 3 stars. This is how I research companies, and I hope you research them too. If you're buying a product, what do? Right? You're getting onto Amazon, you're reading all those reviews. If there's a common problem, I've had problems with this and this, I've had problems with this and this, I've had problems with this and this, it usually means there's a problem with that and that, right? So we stay away from those type of things. And it does not speak well for a company if they have 3 stars or 3.5 stars rating, right? And a lot of reviews, a lot of bad reviews. It starts getting okay from 4 stars, 4.5 stars. Very seldom will you see 5 stars, right? But you got to read what people have to say. Make sure the rates, if you're doing this hourly, I always say don't do any hourly. Don't go out there and do a 3-4 hourly rental. You don't make money. You really don't, right? If you're going to do something and you know you're going to put in big hours, 12 plus hours a day, go and get a daily rental, right? Make sure that they sign off on the rates. If they say $4.99 per hour, I need you to sign off and say there's no other fees per hour. If they're not willing to sign it, walk away, right? If they're not willing to exchange a car for a better looking car, walk away, right? If they're trying to give you a car that has 18 miles per gallon and then they have another car over there that looks better and is getting 25 miles per gallon, that's the car that I want. Well, sorry, we can't. Okay, can you get me that car? Yes, no, because otherwise I'll continue shopping, right? Customer is king, you're the king, right? You are renting, you're paying the fees, you're paying the deposit, you're paying the weekly. The least that the company owes you is a good vehicle, a clean vehicle. I cannot say that. Good service, great cars from Get Around Hire Car. I cannot say that anymore. Get Around gets 2 thumbs down. A Hire Car gets 1 thumb down. Hertz gets 1 up. Fair rental closing means less drivers. How is Uber going to keep riders, right? Uber, look, how is Uber going to keep riders? They're going to definitely have to create another fare. Avis is rolling out beautiful 2019 Camrys, but you have to get to know the people in the office. I like that. Get to know the people in the office, who you're renting from. Do they care about you? Do they care that they give you a good car? Is their image important to them, right? Because their image of cars is the car you drive. That is what speaks volumes about the company. So a very good point you just raised there, right? Now, Uber will have to come up with a plan to find a new type of fare. Night Checker says it called Hertz, H-U-R-T-Z, because it hurts your pocket. Damn right. Those guys are expensive. Yes, they have good service. Yes, they have great cars, clean cars, but man, are they expensive, right? And in this game, you got to look at the numbers, right? Avis is in the mix. Yes, Enterprise is no longer in the mix. But look at Maven, look at Turo. Don't look at GetAround. Don't look at Hire Car. But Uber is going to have to create another fare because that was like their big new flagship, right? When they did the in-house rentals and that went under with Uber, SoftBank acquired $2 billion of debt from Uber and formed this new rental company. Well, that's gone April 2020. So I ask you kindly, leave any type of feedback you have. Am I working in the Oscars? Yeah, I'm doing one private trip tonight and I'm asking a fortune for that trip. I'm not going to be cheap, right? Because I could be home watching the Oscars with my lady. But I have one private client that I'm taking for 5 hours, 5-hour booking, right? And I'm going to charge them an arm and a leg. And I told them, right? Because tonight it's super difficult to get a limo in LA. It's the big night, right? And tonight the people charge an arm and a leg. The limo companies jack their prices up today. Supply and demand, just like it is in Vegas, right? The big boxing fight. Everybody's in town, New Year's Eve, Halloween, Vegas, prices go like this. Oscars, limo prices go like this. So all my fares are adjusted. I got to capitalize on this day and people are prepared to pay. So the cars that I have in the field, set minimums, right? Set minimums. A lot of these car rental companies, I don't jack the prices up like that, but a lot of car limo companies charge a minimum of $250 for the first hour, even more today. You ever need an extra driver, let me know. 5 stars, love it. And you came right up to me. How cool is that? I wish you could have pulled over, but you saw the traffic as we were maneuvering there through LAX. I think we sort of saw each other at Terminal 3, and then we were sort of like fighting for lanes in Tom Bradley. It's not easy, right? It's not easy. Everybody's trying to rush in, get the people in. They're trying to get out, back on the road. I mean, Nightjackers knows what I'm talking about. We drove side by side today. I actually flashed my lights. I was trying to let you in, but I think you did a drop off at Tom Bradley, or maybe you did a drop off at Terminal 4. I wasn't sure. I saw you slowing down. But the bottom line is, man, it's a rat race there in the morning at LAX. Anybody that drives LAX knows about it. But hey, nothing wrong with starting the day, making some money on a Sunday. It's nice and cool and rainy. Like I said, I gave you a little bit of a walk around in Calabasas, killing a little bit of time, picking up my next client, right? And then doing one more LAX run. And then tonight I'm booked out for 5 hours. What market am I? Oh, Spylock, what market are you? So the question wasn't for me. I recognize your gray Cadillac from the video. Yeah, sometimes I'm in my black on black Cadillac. I have another driver that I allow him to use that. But I like this because it's like my family car. It's very different. It has suede leather. Orange County, Los Angeles, Sploik. That's where he drives. And then once in a while, I also drive, you guys saw in one of my other videos, I have a black on black one, black interior, black rims, black everything. It's just pitch black. And very seldom now do I jump into one of my Suburbans, right? And then Lux trips. Lux trips are great. If you just have one guy who needs to go to meetings from LA to Orange County, sit around, wait, or you have a client, take them down to the studios. You know, they sometimes they don't want to be in an SUV. They'd rather be in a Mercedes or a BMW. Got to roll. Got to ask them what they want, right? I go beyond for my clients. I tell them that I'm not going to really dress up for them, right? I mean, look at me. This is how I drove people this morning. For events like the Oscars and that, sure, I put on my suit, I put on my tie, the Grammys, suit, tie. Yes, I do the whole thing, right? Chris Boerta in the house, South Africa. How many hours are you ahead? Probably. Oh, by the way, Chris Boerta, my friend Kevin Lerena won the boxing fight in Germany against Firat Arslan. Maybe you know Kevin Lerena. He's the middle heavy. He's in the middleweight division, and I hope he's going to fight Usyk soon. He's probably the hottest thing out there in South Africa right now. Is a boxer called Kevin Lerena. He won last night, and man, was I proud of him. He knocked the guy out in the 6th round. They threw in the towel. He was getting, Firat, the Turkish guy in Germany, was getting beaten up too bad. So another great victory for the South African boxing world. I just drive over in few. Lyft Hertz has been terrible. I hope those new cats will be here. Only Lyft Flex Drive has newer cars. Super good information. That is the information that I appreciate, right? And the reason why I'm asking for this information, because a lot of people are going to be on the street without jobs in April, right? And I'm telling you, don't wait, please. The reason why I'm making this video, don't wait till the last moment until they say, okay, well, it's April 2020, and I'm out on the street right now. I better start searching. No, we're in February. You know you're going to be cut off in April. You have all of February. You have March, probably a little bit of April to find yourself a car. Start autocorrect. Yeah, I know. I hate auto text or autocorrect. Start shopping around, folks. Start visiting these dealers. If Uber or Lyft suggests, hey, go and see Hertz down in Anaheim, or Avis over in Beverly Hills, or you shopping around with Turo, Maven, God forbid you shopping around with GetAround. Don't get around with GetAround. Oh, that company, the cars, geez, like the pictures that I've seen, I saw 30 vehicle cars from GetAround. You seriously trying to rent drivers that crap? Shocking, shocking, shocking. Avis is coming to LA. I like Avis. I've had good experience, especially when I travel internationally. Avis has always been good to me. I think Avis is probably the biggest car rental company abroad. I have a 2011 Acadia, says Mohammed, that needs an engine. I'm using Maven for Uber. Now, what area are you in? You know, are you in LA? Out on the 118, you can pick up a used engine, right? A used engine block. Take that engine block, pick it up, and take it down to Long Beach. Let my guys fit it for you. Save yourself thousands of dollars, my friends, right? Do not take your car in for a new engine to a dealership or whatever. That's how they make their big money. I have 60 people in the house. I welcome you all. Happy Sunday, folks, wherever you are. I have 22 likes. If we can get that up to 30 thumbs up, I'll be super grateful, right? And if we, the rideshare community, as brothers and sisters, if we could give our other family members in the house some feedback, because come April 2020, fare is gone and a lot of people will be on the street. I want those people, before they're on the street, that they have a backup, that they have an option, right? I have a great transmission rebuilt guy, absolutely. He is on Venice and Overland, and then the other one is on Redondo. Speak to Ruben. Text me, Nightjack, and I'll give you those guys, and tell him you came via me. Transmission is sometimes breaks the bank. You can see your ass, right? My neighbor here in Calabasas, one of his cars went down and they wanted to rush him $3,000 to fix it. I said, no. We got the whole thing done for $800. He saved himself $2,200. When it comes to transmissions, if you know what you're doing, you can save a boatload of money. If you don't know what you're doing, it can break the bank. Transmissions is a big one. Ukaman, how are you? What auto warranty do you welcome for Uber and Lyft drivers? Tough one, right? Again, if you're buying through a dealership and you bought a new car, you usually work through the ones that they assign you, right? But good video. I think I should make a video on that. I want to give some qualified answers on that, on a warranty program. I always suggest extended warranty. 909, thank you for the message. I always suggest the extended warranty program, right? Because they cut the warranty off just when the big things start setting in. And it's usually on about 100,000 miles, right? The problems start coming in at 100, 120, 140, 150, you know. So getting an extended insurance or warranty is a big thing, is a very, very big thing. Some only give you 75,000 miles, some give you 80,000 miles, some give you 100,000 miles. But if you can get an extended warranty, you may be saving yourself a lot of money when it hits 140,000, 150,000 miles. We're on 29, 150,000 miles, 2017 SUV. That's impressive mileage. Wow, that means you've been averaging about 50,000 miles a year. That's big driving. That's full-time driving there. I need one more like to get it to 30. Much appreciated. My coffee. 31. I appreciate you guys. And, hey, if you're currently in a car rental company and you're happy, I'm happy for you. East Tennessee, how are you? Calvin, nice to see you. If you're happy in your rental, you're happy with the rates, you're happy with the service, you're happy with a car, you're happy with the miles per gallon, please share those gems, share those diamonds with other drivers. Because come April, a lot of people are going to be out of fare and they're going to be out on the road. I want you to start planning in the next 60 days. Where am I going? What am I going to be signing? What rates am I going to be paying? What cars will I be accepting? What do I envision as far as MPG? That can really be a huge difference. If you're renting a car or leasing a car for a year through a rental program and you're sitting in an 18 MPG or you're sitting in a 27 MPG vehicle, that can equate to a lot of money. Can even equate to way more if you're sitting in a 20 mpg and you're in a hybrid, right? Getting 45 to 50 miles per gallon, right? So because you're putting up big miles, remember, definitely do not ignore the gas prices when it comes to rentals. So I have a Toyota Prius 2015. Didn't catch the last bit of that. If you can repeat that, it went very, very quickly. And I am now going to go and head out and pick up my next client. Please do me a favor, get out the car, stretch, take a little bit of a walk, stay hydrated. Water, 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 folks. Look after your health. Health is a big one. We don't want to be sitting there for 4 or 5 years, eating unhealthy, not drinking water, and suddenly, you know, we're facing all these health programs. Especially guys who are in the car, who are renting cars, they put in big, crazy hours, right? And the reason why you're putting in big, crazy hours, yes, you have bills to pay. You might have an education of your child to pay, right? But you don't have a car. And you don't want to offload those miles on a car. So you're renting a car and you're sitting there with $800 to $1,000 rental a month that you, somebody just said it. As I said, $1,000, somebody just mentioned $1,000, right? That's a lot of driving before you break even. It's a lot of trips that you have to put in to cover that first $1,000 per month, right? Before you start making money, right? You're renting for 4 weeks, you're paying $1,000, and you've only made $2,000, deduct your rental fees out of that and your gas fees, you're not left with much. You're left with $800, right? So welcome to the real world. Not always attractive on paper. That's why you got to go out and shop and shop and shop. Shop on MPG, shop on pricing, shop on weekly. Compare deposits. What deposit do they want? What deposit do they want, right? Guys, believe me, when I say April is going to come so quickly, so many people are going to be on the road. Start planning now. Share the video now. Start planning for April, right? Don't just say, well, I got another 2 months on fair. I'm going to do my best. And then we'll see. We'll see where it goes. No, you have a 60-day window to position yourself, transition yourself into the next car at the right price. And again, get around, do not get around to rent around from get around. Oh, yeah. When I read those reviews, shocking. Fellow San Francisco drivers so far, Vivek at Avis has been very accommodating. Excellent, excellent, excellent tip. Just listen to what he said, right? In San Francisco, drivers gave an amazing tip with the name Avis. That's money. Jadiva says $214 per week, right? That may well be worth it if you're getting a great car and great service and somebody taking care of you. It's worth gold. 2 weeks opening. Awesome, awesome feedback. I really appreciate that, Jadiva. And what a cool name. Jadiva. It's a great brand name. You should brand that. You should open up a channel. I like it. I like it. All right, brothers and sisters, it's Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. You too. Who knows the song? Who loves the song? Love it. Sunday, bloody Sunday. How long will they sing the song? How long? Oh. Sunday, bloody Sunday. It was actually nice to flush. We had a troll, a hater, who went off on appearances, says I have a big nose. I'm freaking proud of my big nose. Beautiful nose. He said I need to stop in a Sephora and get some more cosmetics for my nose because I can't cover it. People, don't you have anything better to do on a Sunday morning than to comment on my nose? And we flushed him. We gave him the royal flush. Here we go. Carpool karaoke. LBA, just don't pick it. Don't pick it. Yeah, not going to pick it, baby. I'll let you do that. You can pick your nose. 2003 GMC Envoy, 200,000 miles. Always good reviews for clean car and good driver. Brilliant. Good feedback. LBA laughing my ass off, which is good. Which is good. You got to laugh, buddy. It's better than crying, right? Better than tears. Laughter is better than tears. Glad that I made you laugh. Sploik. Everybody thumbs up. Thank you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm on 37. May I ask for another 3 and then I'm out of here? I can rock and roll, pick up the client. By the way, festival in Long Beach tonight. Good to know. I hope it's not raining. I hope it's not raining. We're on 37. Can we get another 3? Tres. Uno, dos, tres. Eins, zwei, drei. What kind of car are you driving? I drive a few different cars, but right now I'm in the Cadillac Platinum. Has a sticker price of 108. I didn't pay 108 though. Platinum. Got a lot of extra. All the seats have massage seats. All the seats are heated. Refrigerator on board for alcohol, for drinks. That type of stuff. Shouldn't be saying that, but some of my rock stars want their Absolute and their tequila to be cold. No, my other one has black interior. This one I use for private clients. It has suede leather. It has a whole lot of extras. My black on black I use in the SUV and black category. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. It's I mean, this thing has everything. The massage seats have different modes. It even has a mode if you're getting sleepy and tired. It'll wake you up. The seat will wake you up. It blows me away that it really works. If you are tired, the seat has a anti-sleep mode massage. Has a fridge. Yes, it does. I'll show you the fridge. I'll show you the fridge. Okay, and then I'm out of here. It's the fridge, the cooler. Sorry, I'm putting it back on there. All right, I got a rock, baby. Got all my different mints on boards, the sours, the greens, the blues, the waters, the all the magazines. See, even my last trip, I bought my clients, I picked them up coffee. There you can still see the lipstick, right? That's not my lipstick. I don't wear lipstick. That's my client. I picked them up coffee. I go all out for my clients. They know. I ask them, you want Pete's coffee? Do you want Coffee Bean? Do you want Starbucks? What do you want? Do you want In and Out? Magazines, tons of magazines. I have probably 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 15 magazines in my cars, different magazines, right? I have magazines for musicians. I have home and land magazines. I have architectural magazines. I have, you won't believe, it's a wide range of topics that I cover. Then I have the newspapers, right? I get the newspapers. So on a busy day when I'm going to put unfortunately none of those. You're probably in your car, LBA, not in mine, right? You're projecting right now, so it sounds like you really like that. In and Out, Speed Racer, no. We've got a little dirty bird. We have a little dirty bird in our live feed who likes a specific type of magazine. I hope you're still getting it and that you're not using the magazine too much, right? I hope you're still getting it, because usually people that buy those type of magazines are not getting it anymore, right? So they want to think about that. Truth sometimes hurts, but yeah, come for a drive. This all here is suede leather. It's all suede leather. 39, and I need one more like to hit 40. Then I'm out of here. I'm on my way up now, Parkway, Calabasas. How do I attract private clients? Very simple. I attach my my business cards to all my magazines. They usually take the business cards off my magazines. I make videos for all the high-end areas: Westlake, limo service, Thousand Oaks, Hidden Hills, Calabasas limo service, Pacific Palisades limo service, Brentwood limo service. I register different websites. I do a lot of social media. I show a lot of pictures of my clients, Jamie Foxx, and a lot of other clients. That attracts more clients. And then my biggest marketing tool is word of mouth, right? Word of mouth, one person telling another person, use this guy. This guy picks up 5 or 6 kids from Magic Mountain or Universal Studios, gets them in and out, brings them home one by one. I charge a lot of money, but the people are always in the loop. I text the parents, I let them know where they are, I give them the receipts for the food, I pay for all the food, and excellent customer service. I learned that at a very, very, very young age, right? You know, I feel like you have to always be incentivized in life, because if you are incentivized, it brings out the best in you. If you're not working towards incentives or goals, then you just have a careless attitude. So from a very, very, very young age, catering at a hotel school, we would fly around in a Learjet and set up for private events, Silver Star service. I'm going to lose the signal now because we're going into the canyon here by Parkway, Calabasas. Have a great Sunday, and please do share your advice on car rental companies so that we can let the other people know what's good and what's not, right? And so that you can prepare yourself, because April 2020 fair is out of the game. So you want to know who the other players are, what they charge, so you can get ready for April 2020. Please do share that information. Have an amazing day and drive safe. Thank you.